Good day, everyone. Failure is not an anomaly. It is not the end. It is not a stamp of inadequacy. Failure is the most shared human experience, more common than success itself. Every person you admire, every company you look up to, every revolutionary idea you know, all of them began with failure. But the real question is not how we fall, it's how we rise. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. 1. Understanding failure. It's not the opposite of success. Failure is often misunderstood. We grow up thinking that success is winning and failure is losing, that they are two ends of a spectrum. But here's the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Imagine success as a journey, not a destination. Along the path, failure is like a teacher. It points out what doesn't work, highlights our weaknesses, and refines our approach. Every successful person, whether in business, art, science, or sports, has faced failure, sometimes many times. But instead of seeing it as defeat, they used it as data, as feedback. Thomas Edison said it best when asked about his many failed attempts at inventing the light bulb. "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the essence failure teaches. It humbles us. It reshapes our mindset. It builds resilience. And more importantly, it shows us how badly we want our goals. When you fail, it doesn't mean you're not good enough. It means you're growing. Every setback is a setup for a comeback, if you choose to see it that way. So next time you stumble, don't ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What is this teaching me?" Because success isn't about never falling. It's about rising one more time than you fall. 2. Emotional impact of failure. Acknowledge, don't suppress. Failure doesn't just affect your goals, it hits your emotions. Disappointment, shame, frustration, even self-doubt. These feelings are real, and they're powerful. But the worst thing you can do is pretend they don't exist. Suppressing emotions doesn't make them go away, it just buries them. And over time, buried emotions become emotional baggage, stress, anxiety, burnout. The healthy, courageous response to failure is acknowledgement. Feel it, sit with it. Say to yourself, "Yes, this hurts. Yes, I'm disappointed." That's not weakness, it's emotional intelligence. It's maturity. By acknowledging how you feel, you give yourself the space to process, to heal, and to eventually grow. Suppression keeps you stuck. Acknowledgement sets you free. And here's something powerful. When you face your emotions honestly, you take back control. You shift from being a victim of failure to a student of it. So don't bottle it up. Don't numb it. Feel it. Understand it. Then use it to rise stronger. 3. Learning from failure. Extract the lesson. Failure is never just a dead end. It's a message. Every time you fall short, there's a lesson hidden in the experience, waiting to be uncovered. But here's the catch. You only grow from failure if you're willing to reflect on it. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" Maybe your strategy was off. Maybe your preparation wasn't enough. Maybe the timing wasn't right. Or maybe you were headed in the wrong direction altogether. Whatever the reason, failure shines a light on what needs to change. It sharpens your awareness. It teaches you things success can't, like resilience, humility, adaptability, and patience. It's like training your mind to become better, stronger, and wiser. So after every setback, pause, reflect, write down the lesson, apply it to your next move. That's how failure transforms into progress. Because failure without learning is just pain, but failure with reflection is power. 4. Change the narrative. You are not a failure. There's a dangerous habit we all fall into, confusing failure with identity. We say, "I failed," and somehow it turns into, "I am a failure." But hear this clearly. Failing at something does not make you a failure. It means you tried. It means you stepped into the arena. It means you had the courage to pursue something that mattered. And that's powerful. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are defined by how you respond to them. You are not your outcomes. You are your effort, your heart, your ability to rise. So rewrite the story in your head. Instead of saying, "I failed," say, "I learned. I grew. I'm evolving." Everyone you admire has failed. The difference is, they didn't let it define them. They used it. They reframed it. They kept moving. So change the narrative. You are not a failure. You are a work in progress. and progress is never a straight line. 5. Build resilience, the power of the comeback. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about what you do after it. It's the quiet strength that says, I'm not done yet. Everyone falls. Everyone struggles. But not everyone rises. That's where resilience steps in. It's the muscle you build every time you choose to stand back up, wipe off the dust, and try again. Smarter, stronger, tougher. Resilience is the comeback mindset. It's not about bouncing back to who you were. It's about bouncing forward into someone better. Think of every great success story you've ever heard. Behind it is a storm of setbacks, rejections, and hard lessons. What made those people different wasn't talent alone. It was their ability to keep going when most would quit. And here's the truth. You already have resilience in you. Every time you've overcome something hard, every time you felt broken but kept moving, that was resilience at work. So the next time life knocks you down, don't ask, why me? Ask, how can I rise from this? Because the world doesn't remember those who never fall. It remembers those who fall, rise, and rise again. Louder, wiser, unshakable. 6. Taking action. How to move forward. Step 1. Reflect and journal. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What can I control next time? What did I learn? Writing makes your thoughts tangible and actionable. Step 2. Set micro goals. Don't aim for a 180-degree change overnight. Start small. A micro goal could be as simple as sending one email, restarting a workout, or reading 10 pages. Step 3. Build a support system. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, especially when you don't believe in yourself. Mentors, friends, family, they matter more than we realize. 7. The philosophy of failure. Growth through adversity. Failure isn't just an event, it's an experience. And at its deepest level, it's a teacher of the soul. Philosophers, mystics, and great thinkers throughout history have seen failure not as defeat, but as a necessary force for inner evolution. Why? Because failure strips away illusion. It humbles the ego. It reveals what comfort often hides: your real strength, your real limits, and your capacity to rise beyond them. Adversity is the furnace where character is forged. It tests your convictions, your resilience, and your purpose. And through that test, it refines you. You don't grow in moments of ease. You grow when things fall apart and you're forced to rebuild, stronger, wiser, more aware. This is the philosophy of failure. That pain is not punishment. It is potential. That struggle is not the end. It is the beginning of transformation. So when life shakes you, ask not, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this awakening within me? Because failure, when seen through the right lens, is not your enemy. It's your awakening, your turning point, your path to becoming. 8. Mindset shift. Embrace the growth mindset. How you think about failure shapes how you respond to it. And that's where the growth mindset becomes powerful. A fixed mindset says, I'm either good at this or I'm not. If I fail, I'm not smart or capable. Setbacks mean I should quit. But a growth mindset says, I can learn anything with effort and time. Failure is feedback, not a final verdict. Every challenge is an opportunity to get better. This shift changes everything. With a growth mindset, you stop fearing mistakes and start welcoming them. You stop avoiding hard things and start leaning into them. Because now, the goal isn't just success, it's improvement, resilience, and mastery. This mindset doesn't remove struggle, but it makes struggle meaningful. You realize, I'm not limited by what I am today. I'm defined by how far I'm willing to grow. So when you face failure, don't say, I can't. Say, I can't yet. That one word, yet, is the seed of transformation. It's how growth begins. It's how success is built. One lesson, one mindset shift at a time. 9. Legacy and long-term thinking. In the heat of failure, it's easy to get caught in the now, the pain, the embarrassment, the setback. But true wisdom comes from zooming out and asking, what story am I building with my life? This is where legacy and long-term thinking come in. Legacy isn't about fame or recognition. It's about the impact you leave behind, the values you lived by, the lives you touched, the strength you showed when things got hard. Failure, in the long view, is just a chapter, not the whole book. And often, it's the most important chapter. Because the way you respond to setbacks today is what shapes who you become tomorrow. When you think long-term, failure becomes a stepping stone, not a tombstone. It shifts your questions from, how do I fix this fast, to, what kind of person do I want to become through this? What values do I want to stand for? What lessons can I pass on to others? Because legacy isn't built in moments of comfort. It's built in how you rise after the fall. So when you fail, think bigger. Think beyond the moment. You're not just recovering. You're writing the story others will one day be inspired by. 10. Final words. Write your comeback story. You are not the sum of your failures. You are the author of your story. Ask yourself, what will the next chapter be? Because every comeback starts with a decision, the decision to rise. Keep moving forward. One step, one breath, one day at a time. Closing, a call to action. So today, I urge you, embrace your failures. Learn your lessons. Keep going even when it's hard. Because the path to greatness is not straight. It zigzags through struggle, heartache, and setbacks. But those who keep walking, despite the bruises, despite the doubts, they are the ones who win. Fall 7 times, stand up 8. Japanese proverb. Thank you. Keep moving forward.